Terence Crawford criticized Gervonta "Tank" Davis in a live interview after new allegations of fight rigging. Crawford, also known as Bud, said he doesn't like Davis and believes Tank hides behind his power and fame. He also claimed that Davis uses his influence to protect his status in boxing, even suggesting that Tank may be involved in fixing fights and affecting decisions. One major criticism of Gervonta Davis is that he avoids facing top-tier opponents. Crawford mocked Gervonta Davis and questioned his credibility as a true fighter. He said that if Davis really wants to be great, he should step up and fight him. Crawford's comments suggest that Davis avoids tough opponents and real challenges just to protect his unbeaten record. Renowned boxer Terence Crawford expressed his frustration on social media, saying, "They robbed that boy and it's crazy." His reaction highlights the controversy surrounding the fight's outcome and the growing belief that Lamont Roach Jr. was unfairly denied victory. Many fans and analysts agree with Crawford, arguing that the judging and officiating favored Gervonta Davis despite several questionable moments in the fight. The decision has sparked ongoing debates about corruption in boxing and the influence of big-name fighters. Crawford's comments reflect a wider concern about the sport's integrity and the perception that Roach was treated unfairly. In response, Gervonta Davis dismissed Crawford's criticism, calling him a hater. Davis questioned how Crawford could make such strong claims without knowing him personally, and said the remarks were unfair and baseless. He suggested that people often judge him without understanding his character. Controversial result of the Lamont Roach versus Gervonta Davis fight, many fans voiced their disappointment, saying boxing no longer feels like a fair or legitimate sport. A lot of people believe that fights, especially high-profile ones involving big names like Davis, are now rigged, with outcomes that seem predetermined. Critics argue that the entire 12-round match was manipulated and that Davis may have known the result before even entering the ring. This belief has caused serious backlash, with fans openly openly questioning the overall credibility and integrity of boxing. One major criticism of Gervonta Davis is that he avoids facing top-tier opponents who could truly challenge him. Many people believe that Davis carefully picks his fights, choosing only opponents he's confident he can beat. This has been seen in his refusal to give Ryan Garcia a rematch and in avoiding a potential fight with Terence Crawford. By steering clear of fighters who could expose his weaknesses, Davis is accused of managing his career to protect his undefeated record instead of proving himself against elite competition. Terence Crawford didn't hide his frustration over the referee's decision during the Davis vs. Roach fight. He took to Twitter saying, "I've never seen someone take a knee, and it's not counted as a knockdown. Must have forgotten the rules tonight." His comment reflects the widespread disbelief over how officials handled the fight and adds to growing concerns that the match may have been rigged. The decision not to count Davis's knee as a knockdown shocked the boxing community, as this goes against long-standing rules. Taking a knee has always been considered a knockdown, yet Davis appeared to receive special treatment. Many believe his influence and power in the sport allowed him to bypass standard rules. If this continues, critics warn that boxing could lose its credibility as a fair competition, with rules seemingly changing depending on who's in the ring. Crawford's remarks have added fuel to the call for stricter officiating and greater transparency in major boxing events. Tried to justify taking a knee by claiming he had grease in his eyes and couldn't see clearly. However, boxing experts quickly dismissed this excuse, pointing out that if he was having vision issues, he should have informed the referee before the round began. Instead, Davis took a knee in the middle of the round, which goes against official boxing rules. Experts stress that in a professional fight, a boxer can't just do whatever they want. There are protocols that must be followed, As for a rematch, it's uncertain whether Gervonta Davis will agree to fight. Lamont Roach Jr. again. Many believe Davis is purposely avoiding tough fights, which is why a rematch hasn't been confirmed. Just like he hasn't granted Ryan Garcia a rematch, there's growing speculation that Davis may never fight Roach. Again, after the controversy, Gervonta Davis remained dismissive of the backlash. In a post-fight press conference, he claimed he thought he had won the fight and defended his decision to take a knee, saying he didn't know he could be disqualified for it. This further downplayed the seriousness of the situation. To make matters worse, Davis laughed about the entire incident, treating it as a joke. Many saw this as a blatant disregard. Lightweight star Ryan Garcia weighed in on the controversy, arguing that Davis's knee should have been counted as a knockdown. Garcia pointed out that in boxing, taking a knee is a clear rule violation, and there was no justification for the referee overlooking it. He emphasized the need for consistent rule enforcement in the sport. Featherweight champion Shakur Stevenson also shared his thoughts, stating that Lamont Roach Jr. had greater control throughout the fight. Stevenson highlighted Roach's strategy and ring generalship, which allowed him to dominate several rounds. Renowned combat sports analyst Luke Thomas praised Lamont Roach Jr. for his performance, especially considering he moved up from a lower weight class to challenge Gervonta Davis. Despite this disadvantage, Roach managed to put on an impressive display, proving his skill and resilience. Journalist Ariel Helwani shared his thoughts on the fight, describing it as satisfactory but far from exceptional. He pointed out that Davis taking a knee should have been ruled a knockdown, reinforcing the belief that the fight was rigged in Davis's favor. Adding to the controversy, it has been reported that Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. had agreed on a $250,000 bet before the fight. The agreement stated that if Davis failed to knock down Roach, he would owe him the amount.